What's going on, everyone? Welcome to G-Ball Vision. Today we are taking a look at some great EDC knives that come in under that $70 price point, and we're going to be able to get a lot of value in this price range. The $50 to $70 mark is a great place to get some high quality knives. We're going to kick the list off with the Civivi Cubit. This has been a fan favorite, and while we're getting started, let us know down in the comments what your EDC is for today. The Civivi Cubit here comes in at 66 bucks on average, depending on where and when. We're looking at 14C 28N blade steel. Nice, beautiful drop point leaf-shaped blade. The PVD coating in this case is more for aesthetics. 14C is very stainless and very corrosion resistant. It does look good with the red aluminum and black hardware, I might say. Dual thumb studs for deployment. Button plunge lock here. This thing is ultra thin, ultra slicey, and it's very comfortable and very easy to carry this knife because it's very lightweight. We are looking at a deep carry clip here. It's recessed and it is going to be reversible for lefties out there. Civivi does a great job on their inexpensive knives in this price point. Really look for them to have a big year. Next up, we got one from Petrified Fish, and this is the EO8. Comes in K110 steel. We got that long drop point blade coming with a satin finish. We have dual thumb studs here and a rear flipper tab for deployment. This is going to be a standard button plunge lock. We have G-Mascus handles here, G-Mascus backspacer over steel liners, and we have a milled titanium clip. Now, this is coming in K110, but K110 is a damn good steel, and especially at the $59 price point, which is where these fall, I think that is a great price for K110, G-Mascus, and a titanium clip. Great size here as well. You have a nice pokey blade, long, fairly good edge all the way up to that belly. You'll be able to get some nice cuts in there and also use that belly and tip for more utilitarian style work. I love this knife. It's very comfortable. It's a little bit thinner, but it's a little bit shorter, but it has a little bit of thickness to it. So it kind of makes up for it being a shorter handle with a little bit of thickness. Couple of different maneuvers on that handle, couple of different grips. And that pokey tip is going to be great for various EDC work. Really good action on this. Also, really like what Petrified Fish does. Even though they don't put out a ton of models, they do put out a lot of great models. Now, I struggled with which one to put in here, but the Vosteed Corgi, the sheep's foot variant in micarta, I love this knife. And it's not a knife I initially thought I would from photos. These come in around 59 bucks. We're going to be looking at 14C28N on this version here. Sheep's foot blade with a satin finish. Great blade shape for EDC and utility work. The way the front and rear flipper are laid out, they're so high above that pivot that you can get a ton of leverage on them, which means you're going to get a nice and satisfying action out of this thing. You are looking at a button lock for your locking mechanism. We have blue micarta over steel liners with a micarta backspacer. Everything is very symmetrical on this knife, and I like that about it, and it's going to be very easy to carry. Here again, we have a little bit shorter handle, but it has a little bit of thickness to it as well. So very comfortable in hand because of that neutral handle. We have a deep carry clip here that's recessed along with the screws, and they do include left-hand option as well with a filler tab. Really good job from Vosteed, especially coming in at $59. That is a great knife and value. Now, a company that's really been doing a great job on their fixed blades, and I look for them to have a big year in EDC fixed blades, is Kaiser. And this beaver knife here, I've been carrying this thing a ton. It comes with a nice Taco Kydex sheath. Great thumb ramp here. I'm a big fan of taco sheaths over pancake sheaths. They're just a little bit easier to manage. It does come with a faux tech lock here, which should be replaced with scout straps or an Alti clip of some kind. These are going to range in price depending on the variant that you get, but right around $60 is a safe bet. Some are a little less, like this one comes in around 50 to 55, which is great. We're looking at Kaiser's D2, a nice drop point blade with a double set of jimping here. Pretty good thick spine as well, but it's fairly tall for how small this knife is. We're looking at contoured G10 with a bunch of sculpting and chamfering done. Large lanyard hole here for the lanyard fans, and I can get a squeezed 4-finger grip on this thing, which I really like about it. You know, if I'm being comfortable, I can go to 3 fingers, but if I really need to bear up on something, I can get my entire hand on there, which I really appreciate. Great fit in and out of the sheath, good positive click, and a good pop on the way in. Very easy to carry this knife, very affordable. This would be a great EDC fixed blade and a great fixed blade for someone to start with as well. One of my favorite pyrites is going to be the Bowie pyrite here, and this is the rose gold Bowie version, obviously in RPM 9. We have dual thumb studs for deployment. You can also use that fuller for reverse flick if you'd like. Large choil area looks good, and that finish seems to hold up pretty well so far. I've gotten to use this quite a bit, and so far, so good. It is going to, the more you run it through more and more material, it will start to kind of wear itself. But so far, I'm pretty happy with it, and I think they'll only make it better if they continue to use it. We are looking at steel handles here that have a ton of weight relief in there. It does not feel like a steel handle. It has a little bit of heft to it, but it's a good heft. All the hardware is matching the blade, and we do have a deep carry clip that's going to be reversible. These knives come in quite a wide range of pricing, but all of them will be under 70 bucks in the RPM 9 steel. They do have some more premium versions that go above the $70 mark in different blade and handle material, but the ones in these materials are a great bargain buy. Next up, the Kaiser Mini Momo. These are going to come in right around $60 depending on the version that you get. And I have to say, I like the large Momo. I like a little bit larger knife, but as far as being more practical, the Mini Momo, this is not a small knife. This is a great size. I wear an XL glove, and I can get a full grip on this thing with room to go up or back down on that handle. We have a beautiful drop point blade here, and it is so pokey, so slicey. I love the Momo. That's something I really enjoy about it. It's a great poke and slice knife, which that's what a lot of people are doing, is poking and slicing, right? Opening boxes, breaking stuff down. This one comes in 154 cm, but they have Nitro V and a couple other variations of this as well. This is a liner lock with aluminum bolsters and some really nice micarta as an overlay on top of these steel liners. We have a G10 backspacer with a hidden lanyard hole there, and we are looking at a deep carry clip that is right hand only. This knife, if you like front flippers or would like to learn how to front flip, this is prime time right here. One of the best front flippers you could learn on. It's so snappy, so well done. No matter what front flipper thing you want to learn, you can accomplish it with the Momo series, the mini or the large one. Great closing action as well. The Mini Momo is definitely a big hit. Just coming in at $69.99, I believe, under our $70 price point, the Vastid Mink here. It does come with a pancake sheath. Like I said, I like tacos better. I wish this was a taco, and I hope that they go to that eventually. This also comes with a tech lock here, and the Mink series, whether it's the Mink or the Mink XL, which is a sheep's foot and a little bit bigger, they are both great knives. And I'd say for EDC purposes, this one's going to be more manageable than the XL just because it's a little bit shorter. We have a Nitro V blade with a double set of jimping here. We have PVD for our coating, and that'll help with corrosion resistance and wear on the blade. We have frag micarta handles here, and these come in a couple of different options as well. And if you're someone who has liked the Alpine, the new Alpines, they're fairly similar. So if you wanted a budget Alpine, this would be a great alternative, especially coming in under $70. Very comfortable. Feels very similar to the Alpine as well in the hand, just because of the thinner, skinnier handle. Man, very comfortable, very easy to carry this knife. Great fit in and out of that sheath there. You have a nice ramp here to get it out, and that is finished very well, so you won't hurt your little fingy while you're pulling that in and out, and you can get a full grip on the handle before the thing is even out of the sheath, which is something I really look for and enjoy. The Mink is an excellent, excellent EDC fixed blade design. Next up, we have the AIM-8 Knives Gladiator, and this is, of course, the budget version. They have a premium version of this knife, and AIM-8 is the sister company to Miguron, which, if you're not familiar with them, they do an amazing job on these budget knives. They come in 14C 28N steel. We have a nice satin finish on this blade, a hand rub on the flat here, and then a machine finish on the primary. It looks really good. Large choil area here, looks good. Dual thumb studs and a rear flipper tab for deployment. The detent is nice and snappy, and the closing action, great access to that liner, and is pretty much completely fall shut. Very, very well done from Miguron. We have micarta for our handle material, which is over some steel liners that do have weight relief. And we're looking at a G10 backspacer with a lanyard hole there. Deep carry clip, and it is recessed. Not going to be left-hand friendly on this model, though. I really, really like this one. It's a great size. Plenty of different options on how to grip this knife. Very comfortable, very easy to use. I love that cant to the drop point there. Very, very good knife. And if I didn't say, these come in under $50. This particular version comes in at $47, which is fantastic. And no, I am not kidding you. The Cold Steel Code 4, there are a couple variations of this knife. Right now, this is coming in at $71. And that is absolutely insane for this knife. You're going to be getting cold steel, Taiwanese made, so very good. S35 for our blade steel. S35 at $70. Drop point, beautiful blade shape. Sharpening choil's okay, could be better, and can be made better. We have dual thumb studs here for the deployment. We are looking at a triad lock for our locking mechanism, which is tried and true. It is one of, if not the most reliable locks for a folding knife on the face of the planet, and it is going to do you well. If you're really going to be beating on the knife, or you're not sure what you're going to get into, having a lock like that is just something that cannot be looked past. It comes with an actual decent clip from Cold Steel on the Code 4. It's a fairly minimal clip, skinny clip, and it works well, and you have the ability to reverse this. And even if you like fidgeting, this, after it breaks in, you can fidget with this knife if that's something that you enjoy doing. But $70 for aluminum, S35, Taiwanese made, triad lock. Man, the Code 4 is such an excellent, excellent knife. Anything from Cold Steel in their S35 is going to be a thumbs up from me. You guys will have to let me know, what was your favorite knife from today's video? I love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That helps push this video out there to more people. If you're new to the channel here and you enjoy this type of content, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe, because I release daily videos just like this. I'll throw up a couple of videos that YouTube is recommending. You go check out right now. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.